Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can see on the screen, right? Now, if you are going to do a bit of business in 2021, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. This is your preview show for Wednesday night's home game against high-flying Bournemouth under the management of Scott Parker. It's going to be a very, very difficult test. But in true Millwall fashion, I probably think we're going to get a result. Let's start out by taking a look at the 11 that I would pick to start the match. Okay, so I wasn't at Middlesbrough, and off the back of that, I can't really comment on the team that should be playing due to the performances from the game, as I said, on Saturday against Middlesbrough. So I'm going to give you the team that I think we should be playing Wednesday against Bournemouth. Formation, of course, is key, and he will always play free at the back away from home. He's maybe started to turn the wheel and learn a lesson a little bit. The four at the back is a better option for us at home matches. It's going to be a difficult one because it's going to be on Sky, isn't it? The red button. So it's going to be midweek. It's going to definitely affect the crowd, and we need, especially against the big guns, a decent crowd there to back us. But getting back to the team, I looked at the bench Saturday and I thought, right, is there anyone on that bench that I think would improve our starting 11? And I said yes, Tom Bradshaw, yes, Mikael Kieftenbeld, and not even on the bench, Danny McNamara, not even in contention, by the way. I don't know if McNamara was on the bench or not, actually, I don't think he was, no. And not even in contention, Conor Mahoney, forget his existence, and Ben Thompson. I mean, I'm sure they're both going to leave the club in January, which will be a shame, but they definitely don't figure under Gary Rowett's plans, and he isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So, let's deal with it. This is the team that I would go with on Wednesday at home to Bournemouth. Bob Bulkowski in goal. Flat back four. Danny McNamara, right back, has to come back into the team for more than one reason. Left back, Murray Wallace. Centre backs, Sean Hutchinson and Daniel Ballard. Two central midfielders, Billy Mitchell and Mikael Kieftenbeld. With three in behind the one, that's Ryan Leonard, because he can score goals and join in, as we've seen, but now he doesn't ever play there since he done well in that position. Typical Rowett. Scott Malone, high wide left. Jeb Wallace, high wide right. And up front, Tom Bradshaw. I just think he's a better centre forward option. And more of a poacher, more of a finisher, more of a goal threat than Benik Afobe. All round, different question. Benik Afobe will work. Bradshaw works really hard. But I don't know. But I just think Bradshaw's more of an option, and I'm going to veer off massively like I always do here. I went to watch Leyton Orient, Sutton, as you know. They had a player on the left wing called Theo something. Forgotten his surname. It wasn't Archibald, was it? Theo Archibald, or is that an old player? I don't know. This guy, left foot, right, and he played exactly how Jeb Wallace used to play when he first came on loan to us. Knock it into him, he'd get out his feet and whip one in straight away, right across the front of the box, low, in across an angle or flat, bosh. Right across the face of the box. And he put in an unbelievable amount of crosses. And he just literally received the ball, out his feet, whip. We've got no one that does that. And if you do that, as I said, Bradshaw will score goals. So that's the team that I would go with on Wednesday against high-flying Bournemouth. Let's move on to them. Managed by Scott Parker, they currently sit second in the table on 40 points, 1 point behind his previous club, which was Fulham. And what's done that? What's put them in second place? Well, I'll tell you. And the reason being is they just lost 3-2 to Derby County. Another upset of a result in the division. As we know, anyone could beat anyone in this division. They've lost today by 3-2 to Derby. They should have gone back above Fulham. I'm sure I was expecting to go back above Fulham with a win, but it didn't happen. And they're on a little bit of a iffy run now. I suppose if you factor in what's just happened, they've won 3 and lost 2 of their last 5 games. As I said, they was unbeaten for a long time in the division. And of course, they lost their unbeaten record. I think it was at home to Preston a couple of weeks ago. And now this. They've lost 2 of their last 3. And Scott Parker may have to go back to the drawing board ahead of his trip to South Bermondsey on Wednesday. So this is your pre-match prediction. And here we go. Everything points towards Bournemouth should win this game. Of course, last year they absolutely tore us to pieces. I think it was 4-1 at the Den. And David Brooks was the instigator that night, of course. Shout out to him. Very sad news that he's currently recovering from cancer. So obviously he won't be anywhere near the squad. But they've still got some fantastic players in there, haven't they? Solanke, to name one, or Solanke, call him what you like. A few others that I can't think of off the top of my head. But they're a good side. It's going to be a very, very difficult test. It's a shame it's on a midweek If it's on a Saturday, I think we definitely do them. Just because that's what we do. We go away and beat teams that we shouldn't, and lose to teams that we should beat. That's just the Millwall way. And I've just got a good feeling about it. Again, we can't score more than one goal ever, and it's always a very tight game. But I've just got a feeling. I don't know. I've just got a funny feeling. It could be an early sending off, or something. We just could come alight for one night, and that rhymed. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Millwall win. And I'm going to go, he won't play Bradshaw, that's the thing. But if you play Bradshaw, I think he'd score. I'm going to go for Billy Mitchell to get on the score sheet and George Saville as well. What about that? A little bit of a random one. Those two not really been amongst the goals. And I do back Billy Mitchell anytime in every game. And he hasn't come good yet, Bill. So I want some dough back, please. Billy Mitchell, George Saville, both to score. Millwall 2, Bournemouth 0, Barsh. So that's your lot for this preview show. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please be sure to check out the fan score predictions from the other boys at Lions TV. So I'm filming stuff all out of sync in a minute because of my new job. I don't know if I mentioned that new job. Today's Sunday. Okay, so this is going to be out Monday. So the score predictions are probably going to be out tomorrow on Tuesday, which leads us on to Wednesday, a video a day. That's what we do at Lions TV, hopefully, supposedly. And live streaming Wednesday. If you're not watching it at the Den, if you're not watching it on Sky or iFollow or a dodgy stream, don't be shy to check in and join the first live stream, which feels like in a long time. Derby was the last one. Yeah, it's been a while, I suppose, international break and all that business. I ain't stopped talking, and now I'm going to stop. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.